Here's the most important question that I want to ask you. Which Jeffrey would you rather be?
Which Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Dahmer or Jeffrey Epstein? Which Jeffrey would you rather be in this world?
I would say Jeffrey Dahmer.
Would you rather be Jeffrey Dahmer? Why
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Because you get to murder people. This is my only bet. That's the only thing. I have a friend. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Bonne Nuit.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Or as you called it on Sunday, it was a 9/11.
Yeah,
That's a pretty cool name.
It was 9/11.
Let's start by acknowledging how awesome last show was.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes. Oh, so good. Ran out of chairs. Another
Yeah.
show.
It's great. We had so much fun. The comedians were awesome. The audience was awesome, and everyone was awesome.
If you wanna come this Sunday, we have Michelle Dominique closing. She's hilarious,
Very
amazing
funny.
storyteller.
Yeah, very funny.
She's crazy in the head, man. And my
Yeah.
favorite type of comedians. Honest, crazy in the head comedians. It's a compliment, Michelle, if you're listening.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Uh,
She's cray. So
how are you?
Good. Yeah. I'm rushing over here, running.
Yeah. I found out that your girlfriend cuts your hair now.
Yeah.
It's a skill that I guess is not hard to acknowledge. Just have to be, smart and you know what you're doing. And
Yeah, I guess so. It's like it might be hard with lady heads.
Lady heads? Lady heads. Damn,
It
already.
might be hard with lady heads.
Yeah.
But it's with guy heads. It's must be, especially like. I'm not a picky guy. Like I don't want to fade. Like those TikTok or reels where it's like these guys from I don't know, Saudi Arabia or whatever. And they get these fades with the line and the coconut and
like the
drink it all
reverse
up.
balding?
Yeah. It's like the fade,
Yeah.
but it's like the and it goes with the beard and it's like it has like the Nike swoosh and shit. And
Yeah.
You see
The fact
those?
that you said Saudi Arabia, I'm like, is he trying not to say black?
No. That black has its own culture. They don't really do the fade that much. It's more
Drake invented, but Drake is half white, half Jewish, I think.
like
He's Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, he's Lenny Kravitz, who I hate.
Yeah, so hot.
Fucking hate.
He's
Lenny. He stinks.
he's a stereotypical hot guy
But he's
from the 90s.
it's almost like he was probably I think he was a model first. Might be making this up. And they're like, you would look good with the guitar. And he's like, I don't know music. They're like, doesn't matter.
Just hold the guitar.
And you're gonna play rock music. I hate rock music. Well, it's gonna show in your music because it sucks balls. Your music.
The only song I know of him is American Woman, which is like I think the Who or the Guess Who.
Yeah, it's
And then
Guess
he's
Who.
like,
It's a Canadian artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it not Saudi, like a lot of Arab on TikTok. I see like a lot of like Arabic people, or I don't know what type of people they are.
I would love to look at your
It's
TikTok
like
algorithm.
well, it's people like it's like they do the threads where it's
Yeah.
like whoosh, and their eyebrows are like whoosh, like anime eyebrows. Like,
A lot of sound effects in this podcast. And then the eyebrows. My favorite is when they cut the line here and then it goes all the way back. You're like,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Kids, man, they just listen. They're trying to peacock, get girls' attention.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what they're trying to do. I told you in the car that when your new shirt and your hair, you look like a hot 80s guy.
Yeah.
Drinking a Bud Light,
It's-
get on my truck.
I know it's too bad that like there's no Roadhouse bars around here.
What's a Roadhouse bar?
You ever watch the movie Roadhouse?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's with who's the guy that did the dancing in the 80s? That's not John Travolta that died a little while ago.
Kevin Bacon? No.
No.
Is it the guy who does this?
Yeah. Who's that guy?
Dirty Dancing boy?
Dirty Dancing guy.
I think he's dead too.
Pat Benatar. I think it's a lady.
Pat Benatar, I think, is a lady.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool name.
But
Yeah.
like he had a movie where it's like guys, and he was a bouncer at a Roadhouse bar. You know when you're driving on the
Yes.
highway or some shit road. Oh, well, in Alexandria, that's a Roadhouse bar.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
a shitty like doom down do, and it's like there's like
you know we're gonna do that bar soon, so let's not call it shitty. It's gonna be like our first hey Bonne Nuit
Okay,
comedy
you know what I
show
mean
on the
though,
road.
where it's like it's not on Google Maps. The only satellite nearby is a cow's ass or whatever.
Gabe, you're talking shit about everything is gonna come bite you one day. I was talking to another comic and they were saying like, man, the freedom Gabe has of just talking shit to anyone on his mic. I'm like, yeah, it's not a good
I
thing.
don't talk that much shit.
Well, you got better, but you still from time to time.
But
your
they-
first
they-
instinct is to always talk
But
shit.
listen to what I'm saying. I'm not being disrespectful.
You just called someone's place of business where they poured their heart and soul, and they're like, this is how I pay my rent.
Yeah.
And it was clean.
Yeah.
And the place was packed.
Okay.
And we did comedy there.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's a shit bar.
I'm just judging them.
Yeah, why? Why negatively?
What'd you say to me? What'd you call me, motherfucker?
Why negatively? Negatively.
What'd you call me, motherfucker? No, because it's funnier than to be like, it was great.
No, I didn't say it was great, but I mean, it was great.
I know,
it
but
was not.
I'm saying it's funnier.
Is it?
To think of the negatives to
Right away? Yeah, that's. Oh, I'm sure. Listen, if that's your comedy.
It's not. Look, I'm just trying to get a reaction out of you.
Oh, okay. Just okay.
Like, I don't mean half the things I say on the podcast. I'm just trying to get a reaction out of you. You know?
Like, I'm always the guy like, okay, let's calm down. You turn me into that. Usually I'm the guy who says shit, and then now it's you who's like,
no, but it was
anyway,
they're nice people. They don't seem like they live on farms, so it's nice.
Oh, they're all white. That's my first assumption when I think of farms in Canada.
Okay, this is too much for me, I guess. But
anyway, so yeah, that's a Roadhouse bar.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, yeah. And I look at a guy like a bouncer at a Roadhouse bar.
No, you're too friendly. You look like
maybe the bartender.
You need to start smoking cigarettes.
Or maybe the
bus boy. You're about to say bus boy,
but it's too close to home. Been a bus boy way too long in my life.
Yeah, you don't give me bartender vibes.
No,
the bartender, like, you have that snarky.
Not these days. Now bartenders are like, "Hello, hi, I know all the specials. Yeah. Here, have you tried the beer of the day? It's the toilet water."
IPA. Toilet water.
IPS.
I shit. A.
Yeah.
IPS. Oh, okay, I just got it. Sorry. I'm still waking up.
That's funny. I was reading. No, I wasn't reading.
You were reading?
You know what reading is replaced by? I watched a TikTok. I saw a TikTok of in Saudi Arabia. They're building a city there in the desert. It's not just a city, it's a line.
Yeah.
A huge structure
Yeah.
that spans 170 kilometers.
Yeah.
That is, like, I don't know how tall. I think it's like taller than the Empire State Building. It's like maybe like 800 meters tall.
Yeah.
Huge. And it's going to house like 6 million people. And they have a high-speed rail inside controlled by a robot that it's a high-speed rail that it takes apparently like 20 minutes to get anywhere from any point on the thing.
Why are they doing that? Like, what's the purpose of having such a
think
structure?
they're just, you know how like there was all these smart cities that are trying to be developed in the world?
Yeah.
Like I think Toronto tried to make a smart city.
Yeah, Toronto smart.
Well, they tried to build like some sort of structure that like a smart apartment filled with
$6,000 for a studio. How
I know.
Just making you slave of
I know, but this is obviously going to be for like the wealthy and the wealthy's family, all this shit. But how the fuck are there that many rich people in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
6 million people, Absolutely. 6 million bajillionaires.
Here's the thing. Here's what my problem with these. I saw the photo. I know what you're talking about. I don't like anyone who tried to replicate the Doom futuristic films.
Yeah,
you know, where everyone lives in the structures and outside. They just you have
like dude, it's like you're living in
the uncircumcised who live outside in like little
weird,
holes
right?
and underground. And then you have the rich living in these tall structures, and there's no grass and greenery or anything.
No, it's gonna be like the fake. You know how it's like
you're living in a
synthesized
Las Vegas hotel.
Yeah,
it's like a humongous Las Vegas hotel.
Yeah, but one thing I'm curious about is like how are businesses gonna? Because like here like a place shuts down or like you build a thing to build like let's say you want I'll buy some land, I'll build a house there.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be built. You can't like attach like a side little dildo on the side of the structure. Be like, okay, I'm building this now. Yeah. So everything's already set, right?
Yeah. And there's no you cannot expand.
I don't think so.
Well,
unless they decide to expand the company.
Exactly.
Or
who the fuck is going
to control that? Shit?
Here's the problem with you're absolutely right. Is that when you cannot expand, the prices just will keep rising and rising and rising. Yeah. That's the thing. This is how they make money.
It's crazy, man. It's great. It's really interesting. I'd love to spend like a weekend there. Wouldn't that be cool?
In a mall?
It's not in a mall.
Glorified mall?
Okay, so what I've seen of it, it's all these 3D renders of like whatever, and it's like the movie what's the robot movie?
iRobot.
No, Pixar.
WALL-E.
Yeah, WALL-E. It looks like WALL-E, where it's all like
you know how WALL-E ends?
It's and it's like a beautiful forest, and parrots, and then a dolphins. Wait, give me another animal.
Zebra. I think it sounds like a donkey. Have you ever seen a zebra in real life?
Yeah, I saw them at the zoo probably.
Yeah, I think in a shitty zoo in somewhere in like Morocco, I think.
Alexandria.
And
I'll bleep that
maybe
one.
Alexandria in Egypt. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I remember like I looked at a zebra. I'm like, it's just a painted horse. Like in my mind,
Yeah,
the first time you see something, you're like, that's not real. There's no
I
way
know.
a horse would have black and white
I
stripe.
know.
That makes no sense.
And they're not as big as horses, so you're not as impressed. Like, oh, you see a horse?
It's like a donkey.
It's no horse.
No. The zebra.
Yeah, it's
It's like a painted donkey. You're
Yeah.
like, that's I don't believe
It's
this.
bullshit. It's like a Mexican, like, you go to a Mexican, like, you go to a Mexican show and they paint the donkey half, and they fucks the woman or whatever. It's like half donkey, half zebra, fucks half.
We need to have a new
trans.
rule. Only one coffee before you
I know.
start.
Dude, it's too late in the day. I had like
Aphex Twin.
18.
Pew, pew, donkey, Mexico. Ba, 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 da, ba, boo. Yeah.
You're right. I'll slow down a bit. Holy
The,
shit.
the Saudi thing, I want to read up about it. Because here's the thing now. The new advertising way. Sorry, there's a thread in my sock.
Okay. Nice.
The new like way to advertise something is to say like, look how eco-friendly it is.
Mhm.
Like that's how everything is being
Yeah,
sold.
yeah.
But there's just money behind it. Like, okay,
Mhm.
how can we make money using
Yeah.
this advertising? Like, oh look, it's
Mhm.
so eco-friendly. It will consume this much less carbon.
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
So that's how they're selling everything now.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, that's the next phase. Guys, did you guys know
been
that
like
the
that
Bonne Nuit
forever.
podcast is carbon neutral?
Yeah. I bike here most of the time.
Most of the time.
In the winter, I don't.
We're in my apartment, so we don't need extra land,
No,
right?
no.
Do we have a studio just for this?
No, it's
And,
literally what
yeah.
you see is what you get.
yeah, reusable mugs, so we don't.
Yeah. I
buy-
don't. We don't have any private planes yet. Would you? I would like a private plane. Honest. I
100%.
would love to fly in a private jet.
100%.
How awesome would that be?
I wanna go everywhere in a private jet.
Yeah, but maybe not overseas. Can you fly overseas in a small airplane like that?
I think you can rent a plane. Let's say Drake. You're Drake.
And you can rent like a 747,
I think Drake has a 747.
like John Travolta.
Yeah, John
Dude.
Travolta has like many airplanes. It's his
That's
hobby. He likes to
wild.
fly.
But it's funny. He likes to fly airline planes.
He likes to fly everything. I think.
Oh yeah,
Airplane-
fly
it
men's
must be
asses.
cool. Yeah, into man's asses. 9/11. It's just his hobby. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a cool
that's a wild
hobby.
hobby.
Imagine.
You ever see the video or read the story or see the TikTok of Harrison Ford? He crashed his airplane. He's like an air pilot, yeah. And he crashed his airplane,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Fuck." That's him. He's always like, "Fuck your shit." He's gross though. He has an earring.
He has an earring.
He's like 78 years old. He sells
Yeah.
an earring.
He's a bad boy, baby.
Mm,
I think he's hot.
he
Like
is.
Indiana Jones was hot.
Mhm.
Henry Jones. That's his real name.
Want to hear this though? Okay, speaking of that. Okay, remember we were talking about.
It's the ADHD IPA.
Remember
podcast.
we were talking about short round in an episode.
Yeah,
maybe like
short
10
round.
in the
Dr.
temp-
Jones. Dr. Jones.
So that kid
Yeah.
is actually an actor.
Of course.
He's not
they,
like
they didn't find an Asian boy
I thought there was
in
like
Vietnam. He's like, all right, just say Dr. Jones 5 times.
I don't know, man. You're like, who's this kid? And apparently, he's a Chinese kid from China that is an actor that studied to be a martial artist.
Oh.
And in the 90s, he was like working as a stunt coordinator and an action like kind of dude working under all these different like kung fu productions. And then it was hard for him to find work in the 2000s, so he quit acting and just became like a full-time stunt director.
Mm.
And I saw a movie over the weekend called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Such a good movie.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
So the guy is Short Round.
Really?
That's Short Round.
That's short round?
Yeah.
Damn, he's big round now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And he's like, he's good at karate
He's
and
so
shit.
good.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
That was
intense.
great.
I was like, ooh.
I was
One
so
of those movies
I know.
back up a little.
I couldn't watch it in the dark because it was like.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
It's funny. I watch it and it put me in a good mood.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's probably Chinese propaganda.
No, it was made by
I'm like,
Americans.
really?
Yeah.
I saw. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was Americans. There's these two directors. They're called the Daniels,
Yeah.
and I don't know why they're called the Daniels. Maybe they're both
'Cause I'm
named
like,
Daniel.
It's Chinese philosophy, right? It's the whole
Yeah.
Tao and yin yang and everything,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
love and everything. And I was watching this. I'm like, man, I would be so gullible for propaganda movies
I know.
because it really put me in a good mood. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's love conquers all.
I know.
I call my girl. I was so happy. I'm like, I
I
love
know.
you.
It made me cry toward a little part because I identify with the weak bitch Chinese guy.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I want to be nice.
yeah. Yeah, but you're an asshole.
Please be nice.
When you get angry, you're weird. You're not him at all.
But I'm also him, and when he's like, but he's like, I want to be nice. Should we bleep this whole part? I'm speaking Chinese here.
Oh, I didn't know that was short round. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, and he's kicking out. Now he's in all these movies.
Nice.
All these Disney movies, playing like a karate guy in a Disney movie.
It's an interesting concept about like having access to you in different universes.
Yeah.
Because that's probably, yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
the universe is infinite, then there's infinite Gabes everywhere.
How insane. Imagine there's like a Gabe that's like, or an amer. Imagine there's an amer that stayed
Still had
in
hair.
his job
Yeah.
in like in the spaceship
Yeah.
field or
Yeah.
the satellites and
Yeah.
shit. You could have been the dude that sent the satellite and the asteroid.
That would have been the next step. Like I would have to like probably get a PhD and go
okay.
there. Yeah.
Would you have done that? Let's say
That'd be cool. Yeah.
if let's say comedy, let's say like like somehow you never saw Louis C.K. and you were like I don't know, who's your math hero? Let's say like,
Math hero?
Yeah,
I love I don't have a math hero,
Yeah.
but I like vibrations. I'm a vibration guy.
So like a dildo salesman or whatever. What is it?
I like the science of vibrations. Very interesting.
Okay.
The math behind it is very cool.
Okay. So like, let's say you end up listening to a bunch of like vibration podcasts
Yeah.
instead. You don't listen to you listen to the vibration Rogan experience or whatever, and then you listen to all that stuff, and then and we never cross paths ever.
Yeah.
And
I would have probably gotten bored of my satellite job, and then I'd be like, "What's the next thing?" Or maybe
what's
done a
next thing?
PhD,
that's interesting.
and then maybe applied to NASA.
No way!
That would have been cool. Yeah, probably.
Fuck! And then you would have been hanging out with Lex Friedman and shit.
And then go back to comedy. Just
Yeah.
continue.
Then you meet Joe Rogan, and you're like,
As a scientist,
yeah,
this time.
you're a funny scientist. You're on the
And then
podcast.
he's like, you should do comedy. And then I just fucking start open mics. And then I see your videos about eating bagels. I'm like, I love bagels. And then the friendship. And then we're back to where we are here.
Wow, it's like the movie we saw.
It's like the movie we saw. So I was thinking, like, I would like to apply this theory in my mind, you know, of like having access. I'm like, what if I was like sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm not funny. I'm going to bomb. This crowd sucks. I'm going to go kill myself, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What if like you're like, okay, let me see if I can have access to like a happy,
I
a
know.
successful A-lister who's like
Yeah.
really made it, so I can just use his energy and just go on stage.
You know what always puts me in a good mood though before is nah, that puts me to sleep.
I am
But-
really? Oh yeah, that's
well,
me
it's
too.
more like it's sleep time. But puts me in a great mood all the time is when I have the ability. Let's say there's a show,
Yeah,
but there's also the ability where you're away from the show and just hang with the comics and talk a lot of shit. You know,
yeah, that's a fun hang.
because a lot of times it's like you come to the show, the show's about to start. You don't really have the ability to really fuck around and have fun. You know, you just have to be like, okay, now I'm in the mindset of the show.
Yeah.
So you come from your car or you come from outside and you're just like, hey, how's it going? And then there's no way to warm up otherwise, because the way you know how like an athlete would warm up by swinging his arm or like kicking, and the way we should warm up is by like speaking and like feeling funny.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes like whenever I'm at a show, never like the shows we do together, because I feel like it's a little serious.
Yeah,
You know, it's always like
we're producing and running.
Yeah,
and I am
exactly
a very
yeah.
strict man.
Yeah, and also let's say like even like Merrill's or whatever, because we're all in the same room, so you can't be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. But if I'm at some show, I always like I say like ridiculous shit to get a reaction to somebody, and that's like I did with you. Just I was warming up by like saying ridiculous shit, and
great.
now I'm in the zone. You know,
Too much in the zone, if I may. You gotta calm down on the caffeine.
it's true, yeah. You know what I mean, though?
You know what I do when I do that? I need to warm up my brain sometimes.
Yeah.
So what I do is that, let's say I'll take a shower and I'll just start talking out loud.
Yeah.
You know? Just start doing my own jokes. I would say shampoo my hair, but I don't have hair. But I'm like, just doing my jokes and I just keep talking and just, as if I'm on stage.
Yeah.
And, you know when your brain just, you're looking into nothing but you're thinking?
Yeah.
So I try to connect, like, or not even connect, just bypass the brain where I could just talk.
Okay.
I could talk without thinking.
Yeah.
And
I do that too.
And then I like once that brain, like that part of me is warmed up. When I go on stage, it's
but that's like
bypassed.
an hour ago, and then you're on stage. There's like a whole disconnect portion.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know, like I.
Here's the thing: is sometimes you hang out with comics, you're like, ugh, you're not really my people.
I know,
like
but
you.
like sometimes I just talk at them. You know, smack them around. You know, and then I feel.
Like, you're making me uncomfortable. No, that's no. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Just it depends on the people who are on the show.
It's
You know?
true.
It's funny. I was asked a question. He's like, "What are you like? What are your goals?" Have you ever been asked that?
Yeah. Yeah. On the podcast that I did with those two magicians, I didn't put it out yet.
Yeah.
They asked me.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said, they said like, "What's your dream scenario?"
Yeah.
Which is basically goals, right?
Yeah.
And I said, man, like I literally like looked at the studio. I would love like to be able to go on tour, perform for people who appreciate like the comedy that we do,
Yeah.
and that buy our shit, and then also have a podcast where I can have a cool studio and just live in my own fantasy world, you know, when
Yeah.
I'm there, and then have like maybe a family on the side,
2 families, exactly. One in each. One
know
on the
what I
West
mean?
Coast, one on the East Coast.
and be completely independent.
Yeah.
Just
That would
like
the
be
dream.
alone, not even have to think about anybody
Mhm.
else other than me and myself and whoever I'm working with. Me and my family and myself and
Yeah.
whoever I'm working with.
Yeah.
And then the roaring fans.
We love you guys. Subscribe. Tell a friend.
Yeah.
We're
please.
getting good numbers. Tell a friend,
I
guys.
know. We need more numbers.
We need more numbers. Guys, give us numbers.
I'll give you Ramer's phone number if you give us numbers.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no, because I want to see if people will do it. But let me know before you give a number.
Yeah,
Before you give my number. Guys, I'll give you pictures of Gabe's ass.
Yeah.
If you...
It's hairy.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there
Yeah.
slowly. So yeah, I was asked that question, and I'm like, I had a
Yeah,
similar,
yeah,
I had a
so-
similar, I had a similar answer. We have the same goals, babe.
Yay.
Let's do this.
And buy all the shirts I want.
Hopefully, we'll be healthy when we get there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to. Oh yeah.
Sober
I haven't
October,
drank.
baby.
I haven't drank. What day is it today? 4 days. It's
Yeah.
4 days in. Yeah. No.
That's me too. I'm losing weight slowly.
That's good.
Like I can see the curve is just
Wow.
going down. I take
have-
really big shits in the morning. Make sure the weights go down.
Yeah. So you have a scale?
I have a scale.
Okay. Cool.
It's so weird though, because you weigh yourself your weight, and then you weigh yourself and it's like a pound lighter, heavier,
Yeah.
and then you weigh yourself a pound lighter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's weigh ourselves 6 times and take the lowest number.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm doing this every day.
exactly. I think you're supposed to. Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to do it.
Because I'm doing it every day. So
They say
eventually,
it's in the morning. You're supposed to weigh yourself, and that's the weight you actually are. But I think it's like post pee, post shit. That's when you do it.
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's anyone is interested, I poop when I wake up,
Oh, okay.
and then I am like, all right, let's weigh ourselves.
Yeah.
I think hopefully the thing is 7 pounds is
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So,
But I think it's as hard as me. You know, it might be harder because I think you're more addicted to food than I am to alcohol.
I'm a glutton. I like.
But I also love food too. Like Claire's
Yeah.
going away again tomorrow.
yeah.
On she's
A lot
going
of trips. Does she have a family on the East Coast and the
Yeah,
West Coast?
Yeah, she's
Can go see my children and my husband.
she married that guy first.
You're the side piece.
Yeah.
You're the sneaky link.
I'm the
It's a term I learned a few months
What does
ago.
that mean?
You're like a person you have sex with,
Mhm.
but you don't tell a lot of people. You know, you're a sneaky link.
Sneaky link.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
That's what the kids are using.
I never
Side
heard-
piece. The guma.
Really? This is a wild. All the Gen Zs are now growing up. They're becoming like 14. Not Gen Z. What's after Gen Z?
Like, what do you mean after? In the sense,
You know, like there's Gen Z. They're like in their 20s.
Yeah.
And now
millennials?
we're millennials.
Yes.
Well, I'm a millennial. I
Yeah.
think we're both millennials.
Yeah. Why do you call it Gen Z? Is it the last generation? I don't like that term.
No,
like,
no,
is there nothing else afterwards? What's
I
Gen-
think they're called
double Z?
they're called Zoomers, right? I don't know.
So after Z is Zoomer?
no, Zoomers Z.
Zoomers is Z.
I don't know what but like let's say kids who are now like 10 to like 16 or
Mhm.
7.
Yeah, they don't have sneaky links, Gabe. They're 10. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go fuck around on
Sorry.
the side. Yeah. Who do you think I'm talking to? That told me that I was a sneaky link.
I thought you were
What rumors are you spreading? I'm talking
I
about like a
thought-
27-year-old.
I thought you were watching something on TikTok. I thought you were reading
don't watch
an
TikTok.
article on TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
Reels?
Reels? I watch Reels sometimes. Yeah, they're fun.
What's on your reels? Like what's on your reels?
Comedy.
Yeah.
A lot of relationship jokes now, cause like
Oh really?
I don't know for you. Does your girlfriend send you memes?
Nah, it's usually animal shit.
She sends you animal shit.
Yeah, like,
Like-
big rhino shit.
Really?
No, it's like a parrots or dogs or cats, shit like that. Being like, you know, the dodo.
No.
It's
the
like-
bird.
No, yeah, okay. It's a video channel where it's like, this is Randy the cat. He lost 3 legs. He was in the ocean drowning, but then we caught him and we saved him, and it took us 6 months of rehabilitation. But now Randy's thriving. His legs are back. Or
And your girlfriend sees this. She's like, Gabe will like this, and she sends it to you.
it's like always like, this is the dog. It's trapped under a car. Its eyes are ripped out. It was beaten
Yeah.
by a guy, and now it's in the loving hands of a nice
White
family. It's a lot of that, and it's
Okay.
all everyone cries at the end.
And that's what your girlfriend sends you. What do you send her?
Hardcore
porn.
Yeah. What do I send? I don't know. It's like
It's a new love language, you know.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
memes. It's
Yeah.
our parents didn't send each other memes.
No,
They barely spoke to each other.
it's funny. They probably clipped shit off from the newspaper. Deborah will like this.
Dilbert, and they send give it to your
Yeah,
mom.
Dilbert.
Here, watch this.
Do you like
Laugh.
lasagna? This is my Garfield. I hate Mondays.
What were we talking about? I forgot.
Zoomers and
So yeah, I don't know.
Sneaky link.
Sneaky link, yeah. So yeah, this is the term they use like for a fuck friend. Used to be fuck friend, right? Our time, and then became a fuck boy.
Friends with benefits before that.
Friends with benefits. Before that, it was a whore.
Yeah.
Then it was fuck friend.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits. I would say.
Yeah.
Then fuck friend. The fuck boy. No, it's a sneaky link.
Sneaky link. Sneaky link is a little respectful.
Well, you know, it's like we went from shock shell. What do you call it?
Shell shocked?
No, shell shocked to PTSD, and now they have a new word for it.
Yeah.
They keep just.
Yeah.
It's just humans don't change.
This is funny. Like, so I was 2 times this happened to me this week. I was at a show.
2 times.
There's this new comedian on the scene. His name is Jason. I don't know his last name. I can't remember. But he's like a smaller, littler version of me. He looks
Ool.
Yeah. That
Jason
guy.
Ool.
Yeah, it's funny guy.
Looks so much like you.
It's weird. And
Like your
everyone,
child.
and everyone's like, you're, in Pokemon. I don't know how much you know about Pokemon.
No, not at all.
Okay, so he was like, he's the Charmander, and I'm like the next evolution Charizard, right? So it doesn't mean anything. So I met another dude that looked like me, and I said the same thing. He didn't understand what I was saying, so I made another reference to go even further back.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're like Steamboat Willie," and I'm like Mickey Mouse.
No idea what that means.
So Steamboat Willie is the
Seems
original.
seems like a racist term for black people from the 20s. Hey, look at this Steamboat Willie over there.
So Steamboat Willie was the original Mickey Mouse. You know the video of it was like an old cartoon of Mickey Mouse on a boat going toot, 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 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
It's
Okay.
not Mickey Mouse.
Ah.
And then Mickey Mouse comes back later.
It was still a mouse?
Yeah, still a mouse.
Okay. You just didn't acknowledge that he was a mouse in his name. It's like it would be like Gabriel Human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it would be like
Gabriel Human.
couch sitter.
No,
Oh.
Mickey Mouse. Michael Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
So it would
I was
be
thinking
like
the Steamboat Willie would be
yeah,
would be
Steamboat
like
Willie.
sit on couch Gabriel or something.
Sit on couch Gabriel? Yeah,
Because I'm
okay.
sitting on a couch.
Oh. I mean, I see you more than that. I would say... no, but not say it would be... Couch Gabriel.
yeah.
Because Steamboat, right?
It's true, yeah. Couch Gabriel.
Oh, actually, no, you're a comic, so it would be like
Comedian.
Microphone
Oh yeah,
Microphone Gabe. That's a pretty cool name.
That's a cool
Microphone
yeah,
Gabe.
you think
Mike
so?
Gabe.
Mike Gabe. Yeah, Mike Gabe.
Mike Gabe.
People are just gonna think it's Michael Gabe or something.
Mike Gabe.
Mike Jones.
No. Okay. That's
Holy
good to know.
shit! My heart is racing.
Does your watch calculate your heart rate? Heart
I
rate?
don't wear the watch anymore. I always forget.
What happened to your watch?
It's in a drawer. I need to bring it out again.
Hey, have you noticed that everyone is depressed? Or maybe I'm projecting.
Yeah.
I find like the September blues are
Mhm.
real.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
I'm-
Oh yeah.
I noticed that, and I'm like, okay, I have to be gentler in the month of September.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that even my voice, I'm like,
100%,
hey,
dude.
you know. And it's funny how it comes out in different people. Some
Mhm.
people, they're depressed and they're like,
I know.
some people they get angry.
Yeah.
Some people they're impatient. They're like
Yeah.
on edge all the time.
Yeah.
Some people take a lot of coffee to
Yeah.
change their mood.
Uh-huh.
But it's real. The September blues are real because school. Here's my theory: school starts in September, and we
Yeah.
all went to school for the most formative years of our lives.
Yeah.
So when September comes, wake me up. When September ends.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but when we still have that, like, ooh, do I have to go to school?
I
Like,
know.
It's like it's a new year, so like, oh, I didn't do anything this year. I didn't enjoy my summer as much.
I
People have
know.
like, oh, fuck, now I have to be inside and fucking eat chocolate and kill
I
myself.
remember hating going back to school. I'd be so so pissed. It would be the worst. Like imagine like the whole summer off, you get to do anything you want.
Yeah.
I learned way more on the hard streets playing
Park X.
playing Yahtzee and shit with my friends than fucking going to stupid school with those shitty teachers.
Yeah, you're a self-taught man, you know. You're an amazing editor. You never.
I'm
But
no-
do you feel it too? Do you feel it among your friends, among your girlfriends?
yeah.
and-
Well, Claire was traveling the whole
Oh, yeah,
September,
so
so she didn't really see anything. But I was down. Like
Yeah.
I was for sure down. Like we
Yeah.
were both talking about it. I think we both drove to a show, both being like, meh. both down. But I'm snapping out of it. Like I'm
How?
snapping. I was doing a lot of like. Just like I would do these shitty mics where I wouldn't have any material and just go on and just force myself to make shit up. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, the creative process, fun, you know. And then I would slowly, I would even if I would write little tags that I enjoyed, I'd be excited to do them. And so, because that's my whole life is revolved around going to comedy shows.
Yeah.
So I don't really like. I imagine a guy who goes to a job would be like, well, maybe I'll go a different. I'll drive to work. The long way today or whatever, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. I change how I get somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just not have onset Alzheimer.
Yeah.
Like, okay, because they say that's how you should just. Let's say you go from point A to B and you take that road.
Yeah.
You should try to like woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Have a car accident, buy some coke,
Yeah.
have sex with a prostitute, and then go to work. You know, just keep it spicy.
How bad is it for you to go to your job that it's giving you Alzheimer's?
Well, it's not that it's giving you Alzheimer's. It's like if you do everything the same thing every day without just you have the same repetition. Most people don't have like a creative outlet, right?
Yeah.
That's why I think the people with the most boring jobs are the kinkiest in the bedroom.
Really?
Because the human needs to be creative, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna be creative. If you're an accountant, there's creative accounting is the worst thing you want to be.
Yeah.
That's called stealing from the government.
Yeah.
So you want to be like exactly do the same thing,
Yeah.
exactly the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you get to be creative?
Don't know.
In the bedroom.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
all right, I'm gonna be a matador and you're gonna be the bull and then we're gonna fuck. You know what I mean? Like this is where the creativity comes out.
Mhm.
That's why like teachers, accountants are always the kinkiest girls you'll ever date. Yeah. Did you vote?
No, I forgot.
Me neither.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Who won?
I think that it's just the same thing.
What?
Nothing happened. Yeah.
Don't they hate the guy? Francois Legault?
Online, there's a big. It's like online is like bizarre world.
Yeah.
Like we hate the CAC, but
thought
apparently offline, everyone's like we love fucking the CAC. I don't know. I don't follow Canadian politics at
Yeah,
all.
me neither.
I know more about American politics.
Yeah.
Dude, American politics is the new like Netflix.
Yeah.
Everyone follows. They're so good at it.
Every
politics
election's awesome.
won.
I know.
Politics and as a media, they
Yeah,
won.
I know.
Everyone, all they talk about is politics.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's and people think it's all because it's our democracy, so we need to pay attention to it. It's just a show.
No, it's just bullshit.
It's like a show. It's like you're watching Daniel Day-Lewis,
Yeah.
and
It's because everyone's slinging shit at each other, right? And it's all like Kamala Harris was. Did you see the thing with the Hurricane Ian, where Kamala Harris was like, "We need to help the people of Florida, but we need to take an account of equity. We need to help all the black neighborhoods first, and all this." And then the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, was like, "Shut up, you dumb bitch," or whatever. It was like, and so everyone's like, "Holy shit!" Like this is like he didn't say that, but for the podcast he said that. You know, he was like, I think he was a little more reasonable.
This is fake news, everybody. We are here to spread fake news. Do not. Sometimes I read the comments, very rarely, but I need the comments like, "Yeah, that never happened." I'm like, yeah. Don't come to us for news. Come to us for comedy. By the way, shout out. Somebody messaged me today. Like he messaged the page like he listens to every podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who?
I think his name is Eric.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's
amazing.
like, yeah. I'm like, come to the show. I think I met him once. And
Okay.
I'm like, come to the show. I'm like, yeah, come to the show, guys.
That's awesome.
Come to the fucking show.
Yeah.
It's $5 and you get to see some of the best comics in
It's a
Montreal.
really good show. Oh man.
And Gabe and I. That's basically
Pretty much every week.
I wanna give you a compliment.
Oh,
Nice cock. No. You were like I was watching I filmed my set on Sunday and I filmed part of your hosting.
Oh, okay.
And you're getting better. You're getting
really?
really good as a host. It makes me very happy.
Oh, that's good.
It was you were a natural. You made me feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was nice to see, and
Very
so
good. Thank you so much.
boom.
Learning from the best.
No, you're fucking makes me so happy to see you.
Having fun. I really like hosting. Actually,
It's funny.
I think I like hosting more our show than going first on the show.
Okay.
It's a lot more. I think it's because it's exciting. Because once you're done hosting, or once you're done doing your spot, you're like, oh, I want to go do it again.
Yeah.
I don't want to. So you're going back and forth. It's like it's really fun, especially that show. Our show. People from all around the world. You could be like, "Where are you from?" I'm from there.
Zimbabwe,
There.
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, it's cool."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hosting has benefits.
Mhm.
You get to build a longer relationship with the
Yeah.
crowd. So they like, oh, it's this guy. Like, let's say someone doesn't have a great set, you can go back and like, hey, it's me again. You remember you loved me from 10 minutes ago? Here's the problem. let's say you don't do a great job off the top.
Yeah.
And you're
Scary.
like, fucking hate this guy.
I
Why is he
know.
here?
I
So
know, it's the
sometimes
worst.
I'm a lot. I'm too much. Like
Mhm.
sometimes when I'm hosting the showcase, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go and just like what everybody think, and then they just leave right
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, they don't like me. I've said something to offend
Uh-huh.
someone.
Yeah.
Like I was doing a show a couple of weeks ago, and there were people in the front, just in the front. I'm like, hey, where are you guys from? And they're like, oh, we're from Washington. I'm like, oh, that's cool. We have Ottawa. It's similar to Washington.
Mhm.
It's full of lizards and
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, like I'm like, okay.
Why would
Then I
they?
kept talking like, what guys would bring you out to Montreal? And one of the ladies said, oh, it's their birthday.
Mhm.
So I look, and I mean, I'm an old man, so people are gonna think what I'm gonna say is wrong. But when she said it's their birthday,
Oh.
I assume it was the two people sitting in front of her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well, happy birthday, guys. And then I noticed, oh, she meant that person over there.
That's funny.
And I don't know if you heard my new material, but I dropped fucking
Yeah.
a lot of bad words.
Yeah. Rapid
Like,
fire.
I say, I call cigarettes by their British names.
Yeah.
I have a joke about Black Lives Matter. It includes choking a person.
Yeah.
Like, it's all, and I swear they were like,
That's the best.
Oh my God. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like not gonna make eye contact with them, and they didn't stay the whole show. They're like,
So funny.
you had like a couple of comedians that got on stage and they were just like doing horrible stuff, and they just got up and they left. I'm like, good,
See you
get
later.
out of here.
Salam
I hope I ruined your vacation.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
you go back to watching like, oh my God, they
I think,
misgendered.
I think I noticed a couple of people leave during set or something. These two, I think a couple of young girls.
Let's not say names, and so listen.
No. I think he was like, "Good riddance, bitches," or whatever. He was like, it was so funny. We can leave him out.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's I was speaking with Sammy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling him like 20-year-olds are the demographic that I just don't know how to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, good. Then you should do only shows in front of 20-year-olds just to see how
Yeah.
to elicit a laughter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's the hustle.
Yeah.
There's so many young people there,
Yeah.
so it's interesting. Like,
It is true. Yeah. Like tonight, I'm doing a show at in St. Henry, and I'm assuming it's gonna be all young. They, them,
you're gonna
zimzers.
misgender everyone in the crowd.
Dude, I have a joke. I'm thinking, I don't think I could do it. It's like the dumbest joke. It's like, hey, I'm half Greek, half Italian. My pronouns are oppa and go fuck your mother. I don't know if I could do that dumb joke. It's just a little quick joke.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're going to be like, well, my pronouns is actually scissors and...
Film it, and hopefully we'll have a good reel to promote. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
My pronouns, and just drop the N word. My pronouns are N and word.
Oh, shit. Oh.
It's interesting because I was 20 once,
Mhm.
so I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, and you're 20, so you're still, and you're like,
Yeah.
I haven't spoken
I
to
know,
like I'm
yeah.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
People are looking at me. You're 20, like have old guys. They're like, yeah, look at these.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Hot ass. And you're like, if let's say you're a 20-year-old guy, you're like, I just want to fuck so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
You're at your peak of testosterone. Every girl,
Yeah.
you're falling in love, and you want to
It's
fucking
true. And
her face.
when you're that young, you just want to like run around in the streets and like in fields and stuff. You're
Yeah,
like a
but
deer.
no one runs around anymore, so you have all that anxiety built up inside
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's true.
And then you're on, you go to like, okay, let's go see a comedy show because you saw
It's true.
Nanette
But the
or
thing is,
whatever.
I walk around sometimes during the summer when I go to the shows. Like a lot of times I bike through the McGill Ghetto,
Yeah.
and it's swarms of kids just running, or like it's almost like like Pinocchio, where all the bad kids go and they're
Yeah.
all like drinking and smoking cigars and breaking windows. It's like a swarm, dude. It's insane
Yeah.
that whole. And then they're all going to Saint Laurent
Yeah.
because they're all from out of
Yeah.
town. They don't
Yeah,
know where
so
the bars are.
they
They're
wanna
like,
get
let's go there.
Well,
I
they
guess.
want to go clubbing.
Well,
Like, here's my perfect 20-year-old body
But,
in a skimpy dress or in like a cool Sean
you
John
can
t-shirt.
tell the ones that are
whatever.
gonna go clubbing because they're
Yeah.
all like dressed
Dressed
for it.
for-
But
yeah.
then a lot of them have like skateboards and they're all like
Yeah, that's how people dress up.
they're like breaking shit.
Just imagine. Oh my God.
Yeah.
When you get Jordan Peterson, when you see
Mhm.
this, there's a lot of like, I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
My dad is an IT guy. I spoke to
Yeah.
him 3 times. My
Yeah.
mom, she's on Oxycontin.
Mhm.
Like, there's
Where do you
no,
go? You know
there's
guidance.
no guidance. Exactly. So
Yeah.
you get the rise of,
Andrew Tate and
the new douche. We talked about it last week. But you know what I mean?
New
And,
douche.
and you get it. So anyway, so you're on stage. You go like, okay, let's go see a comedy show. So you go
Yeah.
see a comedy show, and you haven't formed, your brain hasn't
Mhm.
formed
Not
completely.
at
So you're
all.
like, can I laugh at this? Is this funny?
Yeah.
They don't know what's funny.
Mhm.
Their whole They haven't suffered. We
Yeah.
talked about that. And then someone says, "Hey, where are you from?" And you're like, "Why is he talking
Yeah.
to me?"
Whoa, daddy.
If I say anything, we should. I'm gonna start saying this. Like, there's no HR here.
Yeah.
No one is gonna get
No.
fired. No one.
No, nobody cares.
Yeah, the worst audience members are like, let's say your company, you own a company, you have like 20
Mhm.
employees. What's this?
Wallet.
You have 20.
Keys.
You have 20 employees. Like, oh, guys, you know what? We're taking everyone to a comedy show.
Uh-huh.
I've done these shows. You can't be the only guy laughing at a blowjob joke
Mhm.
next to the accountant who works next to you. Because
Yeah.
like, oh, that's what you
You're
get.
just like, well.
Everyone is judging because it's a fake relationship you have with all these people.
Yeah.
You know, blue collar people are different. Blue collar people, they're like, yeah, they'll have like a
Yeah.
calendar with
They come
like
from
naked
the
women on them or
railroad,
whatever.
yeah.
Exactly. You know, they're more, but like off it, like white collars, everyone has a fake relationship. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
respectful.
bullshit.
No one is like, go fuck yourself.
No.
You know how many times you worked in an office and want to tell the other person like, go fuck yourself. You're
know.
a shitty person and you're a bad worker.
I would get in
No
trouble,
one-
man.
No one would say
Yeah.
that. So they're all sitting now next to each other. This fake friendship. Hey, oh my god, yeah, it's my work husband or my work wife or
Oh.
whatever. And now a guy's on stage choking a woman, making a Black Lives Matter joke, and they're like,
That's not John
Be-
Mulaney.
"That's not John Mulaney." Exactly. Like being offensive is the safest thing you can
Yeah.
be, because you're like, "Well, I don't know, I cannot."
Yeah.
Nah.
It's true. Yeah. That's wild, man. But then, like, what happens after? Like, do people come after you after the show and they're like, "Whew, that was a little." Hey there, Amer. That was a little wild for my taste. Or do they just leave? Like,
I get two reactions, and I love both of them equally.
mhm.
I get the like, dude, you're hilarious.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Did I hit your arm?
Mm.
No. You want a kiss?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Amer, you're hilarious.
Yeah.
I love this. Fucking, what's your name again? One of
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
And I get the, you could watch Dry Bar.
yeah.
You don't need to use bad words.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love both of them equally
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're both
Yeah.
extremes.
Yeah.
Most people don't, they give you a head nod like,
Yeah.
oh, fun show, man, thanks.
Yeah.
But both of them are fun.
That's cool.
Like, oh, thank you, and also thank you. Even like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should watch Dry Bar.
Dry bar.
It's funny. I watched it. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, I tried
So
to
much
watch
funnier than all these guys.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
and women. Equality.
Yeah. You should call the women version dry pussy or something.
Hubba hubba hubba.
That's funny.
Oh, I missed that. Oh.
I was
It's funny having a girlfriend like who doesn't live with you because everyone knows the last time you had sex
oh,
when I cheated on her. No.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude, man.
You know when we went to the strip club, Gabe, we did a
Yeah.
bump of coke and we are like, hey,
Hope they have beer in hell, bro.
hope that what?
I hope they have beer in hell.
Yeah, and then we did shots and snorted coke up girls' assholes.
Assholes.
Isn't that what they do? They put.
Let me get in there.
I'm basing this on
It's in my eyes.
the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio
Oh yeah.
where he snorts like coke. I'm assuming off her ass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he goes, all you see is like a girl bent with her ass in the
Oh
air,
man.
and then he has a. I'm assuming a straw
Ugh.
again, and then he snorts coke. I guess he puts the coke on her asshole
Maybe.
because it makes like a little pocket,
Oh.
like a healthy asshole. I'm not talking about like.
Jeez.
And then I guess you put the coke there, and then you.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. This is wild.
Listen, if you guys do coke, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm curious. To
I don't
know.
think anybody's done that other than in the movies.
No, I'm pretty sure people.
Yeah.
Would. Yeah. I think someone has told me that they did coke off a cock once,
Okay.
like because it's a
But
straight line.
it's like a
and then-
ledge. Yeah, it's a ledge. It's
Yeah.
like it's like a countertop.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Yeah.
you put it, and then.
Oh, my own.
But I'm.
Sorry.
I think you can. Yeah, pretty sure. All you
Yeah.
need is like a little pocket where you can put the
Yeah.
like a little
Yeah.
like a
a little.
like a
What's the word? What's
not
the word?
Massimo. What's the word? Tassimo? No, like a Keurig cup of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like a
yeah.
Keurig cup of
Nescafe
Coke,
cup cap or something.
you know, and then you know
Yeah.
Keurig cup, you know,
yeah,
those cups.
yeah.
So like the asshole with the butt cheeks. from
Oh,
the little-
like a colonic. It's like it makes. It's like when you people put coffee in their asshole, and
Yeah.
and then they clean out their asshole.
yeah, but it doesn't go inside the asshole. I'm
Oh.
not talking about the rectum. I'm talking about the hole. Like okay.
Ooh,
So imagine this is an asshole. It's right
Yeah,
here, right?
looks
So
like
you have the butt cheek here,
Yeah.
and you have the butt cheek here.
Yeah.
So you have like a little like a
Line.
hill.
Yeah.
So in this,
Henry Hill.
this looks like a little Henry Cavill, Superman.
Yeah.
You have a little like a space where
Yeah.
you can put Coke,
Okay.
and I guess you can snort the Coke out the asshole.
Oh, okay, I got it. So it's not in; it's just laying on top of it.
But there's no asshole. I think it's just a sphincter. Okay, I should have said the sphincter. Call back.
Yeah, that's the old one. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that would be cool though. If I were to ever do Coke, I
Yeah.
think I'm like, oh, let's say, lady, give me your asshole.
Back
Hairy
in-
Arabic woman, hair.
Oof.
The Coke is getting stuck in the air.
Yeesh.
That's like, no one does Coke off a guy's
No,
assholes.
no.
It's a
It's lost.
purely.
It's a waste of money.
It's exactly just chalk. So you have all the hair
Just like,
white.
Just like go take a shower and then you're like, trying to let
All
it.
the fish that
Yeah.
live in the sewers are like, yeah, they have business ideas,
Yeah.
and they're like, I like techno, effect twin. I love your new jokes. You've been adding taglines.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say more, guys. You have
That's
to come watch. Pay $5 to come
Yeah.
watch
pay
us.
five.
And yeah, I really like your new punchlines. They're very nice.
Um.
Some of them don't make sense, but some of them are fucking hilarious.
Well, I'm making them up on the spot. So.
I need to write new jokes, man. I think what you said is right about like being the. I need to. Sometimes you're like, am I ever gonna be funny again? You know, you're like
Mhm.
you haven't written in a week, and you're like, oh, I forgot how to write jokes. I don't know how a joke works. I hate
Yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah. I was hanging with Oren at the Art Loft on Friday, and we're talking about this dude that used to do comedy a long time ago. I won't say his name, whatever.
Say his name. You can do
Oh
it.
yeah, remember this guy?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he had. I was talking about, and this is something that I put into my jokes now. Something that he posted, because I kept on telling it to all these people, and Oren would be like, "Yo, tell him the story, tell him the story." He's like, "Dude, you need the way you tell it, you need to put it in a joke." But it was like, because he used to post on Facebook all the time, right? All this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And he once posted like his New Year's Eve, or it was like his resolutions for the year.
Yeah.
And it was like number 1, get my brown belts. Number 2, floss every day. Number 3, get custody of my kids back. I'm like, why is that the third one? Like, how is that? Whatever. Like, and I'm like, isn't that the funniest, craziest thing for a guy to post
hilarious.
online?
Anyway, dude, I once saw a Tinder profile in my single days, and like it says like things I love, and you had like cafe lattes, walks in the breeze in the fall, my children, my work, whatever, whatever. And at the end, and I love all these things equally. Like it's just, I'll send you the photo. You can
That's
post
funny.
it. I took a screen. I'm like, that's hilarious.
That's
like,
funny.
there's no.
It's like, I love them all.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like equally, and they're equally as her cafe latte and her 2 kids are equally
That's
important
hilarious.
to her. I'll send you the link. I think I still have it on my Instagram
That's
somewhere.
funny.
It just made me laugh
That's
hard.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was a special, unique character.
He's
That's
insane.
the open. Dude, I'm so happy I don't do as many open mics. I do more shows now because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get to meet all the unique characters that
Yeah.
exist.
There's not that many actually. There's not a a lot of them stopped doing it. I don't know, whatever. But
No, because they're still there. You're just still a part of like you're like let's be crazy, which is good. You need to. You don't need. You don't want to be.
yeah.
How can I say this? You want to stay you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to become like, I'm just that guy who does pro shows and.
I know what you mean, because that's the only way I'm able to write material is by to just come up with as much shit as I can.
Yeah.
I can't just. It's not. It doesn't come out. It comes out so bad at first, and then eventually, becomes sort of funny, and then funny.
We're lucky we have our show. We can.
Yeah,
test out
exactly.
new
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah. I wanted to. So I'm watching the Jeffrey Dahmer TV show. Have you
Yeah.
seen it all?
I saw parts of it.
Dude, it is one of the funniest shows ever.
Really?
Dude, it is. Jeffrey Dahmer is Napoleon Dynamite. He's it's like he's living with his grandma for half the show, and and there's all these like struggling noises and and it's like, Jeffrey, what's going on in there? Nothing, Mom. Jeez, it's just a lot of that. It's so. Dude, it's like the dad was like, Jesus, Jeffrey, why'd you do that? Why'd you? And he's like, I was wasted, Dad. What are you going to do? It's so, I don't know. To me, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's all just these hilarious situations where nobody believes anybody except for Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, Jeffrey's like, where's my friend? They're like, see, ma'am, that's his friend. And the guy's like knocked out. He's dead. He's like fucking like ODing. And they're like, but he's a 12-year-old child. He's like, no, he said it's his friend. and they're like here, and they're helping him back into the house.
That's a true story, by the way.
Dude, isn't it insane?
Yeah, they actually did that. Just that back then, the cops are like, "Oh, they're gay. We don't want to get
Yeah.
involved." Like, he's a child. We don't want to get involved.
It's
We're not part of that world.
It's
yeah.
yeah. Sorry, go on.
I started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, this is. I don't know.
Dude, it's done so well.
Yeah, really.
I love
I
it.
have to fucking watch it again.
There's so much of this like weird situations where like everyone wants to bang Jeffrey for some reason,
Here's the thing: he is a very handsome man.
but he's like, so you want?
Well, he's 80s hot. He's like you.
Yeah, it's true.
80s hot.
Yeah,
He's 80s hot. Jeffrey Dahmer was 80s hot. He
Yeah.
had like the square jaw, the
Yeah.
weird glasses. That's what was considered hot back
Yeah.
then. I guess, but to this day, I like, sometimes I go on Twitter and people are like, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer is so hot." You have people like, "Yeah, he killed my brother." You still find him hot. It's weird, but again, apparently some girls like those.
But the whole
murders.
time he's like, let's say, imagine we're both
Maybe he was
gay.
just skinny. Sorry, imagine we're both what?
Imagine we're both gay at a bar. I'm Jeffrey Dahmer.
I've been waiting so long for this.
Okay,
Hello.
I'm Jeffrey Dahmer, and I'm gonna hit on.
Oh, I'm a black guy?
You're-
Hey, yo!
No.
Finally, I can do blackface. Let me get my makeup.
Okay, let's say we're both at the club, right?
Yeah. George Michael.
Yeah.
But I guess it would be nice if I can touch you. Ooh, hello, Big Bear.
Hey,
I'm so be such
Hey.
a bad gay.
hey,
Hey,
do you wanna?
hey, Vanilla Slice.
Where did you learn those moves?
In the streets, baby, of Chicago. Oh.
Oh yeah. Do you wanna watch a movie at my house?
Yeah, let's
Open
do this.
some brewskis.
In the height of the 80s during the AIDS pandemic, let's go hang out with a guy I just met at the bar. I'm in. Let's go. We're doing something illegal, pissing off our parents.
Wait, I'll get you.
Ooh, he touched
I'll
me.
get you a drink first.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is so bad.
You got
So
coke?
bad.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm gonna get murdered. I'm a 12-year-old at the club. Beep 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 beep.
Okay, here's the most important question though I want to ask you. Which Jeffrey?
I do.
Which Jeffrey would you rather be?
Which Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Dahmer or Jeffrey Epstein? Which Jeffrey would you rather be in this world? I've been thinking about this all week.
Really?
Me and Clara.
My God, you have interesting questions. I would say Jeffrey Dahmer.
Would you rather be Jeffrey Dahmer? Why
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Because you get to murder people.
But
Yeah.
this is Claire. This is all Claire. She would rather be Jeffrey Epstein because he lives in a nicer house. You can tell she's nesting. What she wants a nice.
Ready to have a baby.
All she cares about is a nice car, a nice house. All this.
For a
shit.
second, I thought you said Jeffrey Weinstein. Aren't they all Jeffreys? Weinstein, the guy from Hollywood.
Oh,
Is he also named Jeffrey?
the one isn't Eric one? No,
Eric
Jeffrey,
Weinstein.
No, it might be the Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey Weinstein. I don't know.
I thought you were
actually.
talking about him. Sorry, guys. I mixed up all the
It's
bad
true.
Jeffrey. My God, that's 3 bad Jeffreys in a row.
I'm thinking.
Then Jeffrey.
yeah, the
comedian.
yeah, yellow glasses
Yellow
there.
glasses. Okay, would you prefer to be Jeffrey
Oh,
white glasses or yellow
God.
glasses?
I don't know.
No, I would say Jeffrey Dahmer. I tried to write a joke about I can't believe the Russians are leaving the country because they don't want to subscribe to the army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, you get to kill people legally. People will applaud you. Like, he killed. It's fun. It's legalized murder. Come on, you would give it a try.
Would you act? Do you actually believe that would be funny, murdering people?
100%. It would be ecstatic. I don't know how much we should keep this in the podcast.
But wait, no, that's fine. But would you? I don't know. Murder. I have no interest in murdering anybody.
I have no interest in murdering neither.
Oh,
But if someone says, listen, we need you to kill. Let's say, okay, World War II.
We've seen your skills.
World War II.
Yeah.
You're an American soldier.
Mhm.
And then you get to kill a Nazi.
Yeah.
How awesome would that be?
Yeah.
I wouldn't torture. I'm not a torturer. That's not my kink.
No.
But murder, you get to kill imagine, dude, you walk in Krakow and you just get Jews out of concentration camp.
But it's not.
And there's
just
a
that.
soldier like Ashwachen, and you're like.
But it's warfare. It's not just
that's what I said.
Yeah,
Russia.
But it's brutal. It's not like you're going in, you're spinning your gun, you got a cigar in your mouth. It's like
Yeah, you gotta earn the murder.
Sarge, I'm going in.
Yeah, I would not. Here's the thing: Jeffrey Dahmer, he drugged them. I wouldn't do any of that. I'd be like, I'll give you
Yeah.
a 5-minute leeway.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come hunt you. No, actually, no. No, but I would still take.
Dude, his
Jeffrey
house stank so bad because he had just dead corpses all.
Because he didn't smoke shisha. If you smoke shisha, you'd have a little grape mint flavor in the air.
That's
You're like, ooh, I like this so much.
And people would be like Jeffrey, I smell your room from my vent and from my. And he's like, oh, I had a bunch of bad meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, he's fucking Napoleon Dynamite, man.
Right now, you would say like, "Oh, are you just saying this because I'm an Arab?" I would like make her feel racist. I think the term is gaslight.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, no one was. No, don't call HR of the building or whatever. I don't want to."
That's wild.
What about you? What would you be, Jeffrey Epstein or Jeffrey Weinstein?
I think it would be Jeffrey Epstein. No, I might be Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, it's fun. Dude.
I don't know, but like the thing is,
double Dahmers.
I'm not
double Dahmer.
I'm not saying that what he did was because he's a fucked up guy, right?
Yeah.
And he
He's handsome too. Actually, Jeffrey Epstein was. Dude, I forgot about my favorite woman on the planet, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Jeffrey Epstein, I would sometimes have sex with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Is that what they did?
That's his wife, no?
No, it's like
Ghislaine?
confidant.
No, I think she was his girlfriend too.
No, was she?
He would probably try to tap that. Have you seen
Maybe.
those jugs?
Yeah,
The Ghislaine Maxwell jugs? She was hot. I think he tried to.
Okay, probably.
I think she was his wife. Wasn't she his wife? Maybe she was just his
I
confidant.
think like she worked for him.
Why my heart? No. No. But
I don't know. Jeffrey Dahmer seems like a shit life. Like everyone, he always felt bad his whole life.
that's
Nobody
a
understood
very
it.
interesting question.
Yeah.
So you would go Jeffrey Dahmer? What's your excuse? Me, it's like so I could get to murder.
Oh really? I don't want to be
No.
known as the guy that like molested a bunch of little kids.
Actually, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know exactly. I know he used to, he tortured, right? Did he torture?
No.
Oh.
He didn't even like murdering.
I'm lazy. I'm a lazy murderer. I don't want to fucking.
He was very lazy at murdering.
Oh.
He
Oh,
would
yeah?
like drug them. They would fall asleep, and then he would try to turn them into zombies by drilling in their heads to lobotomize
See,
them.
I don't have the work ethic to do
gonna
all
make
that.
Yeah. Well, it's not even work ethic. It's like he's horny. He wants to fuck these
Maybe
guys.
it's easier to fuck 17-year-olds. Maybe Jeffrey Epstein is the way.
He gets like people to get women to come to the island.
Yeah.
And then he has his way with them. Jeffrey Epstein has to go to the club, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, and then blow their brain. Well, not even he just used a drill and just and they would be dead and it'd be.
When for some reason YouTube when I was on YouTube it knows that Dahmer, so they're showing like interviews.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that we used to interview serial killers tonight on ABC. This guy who drilled a hole in other people's head.
Well, they used to catch them more. Now, like anytime there's no serial killer really. It's more like a shooter that goes and shoots a bunch of people, and then he ends up dead.
It's not a la mode. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Now
There's no serial killers anymore.
Everyone is a copycat. They say you don't want to say how someone did something because you'll have copycats. That's what they say in the police world.
Yeah.
So now it's just what's a cool thing to do?
Yeah,
is going to high school and shooting at people. So people.
Yeah.
That's and I realized
with these attention spans these days, you need like just
exactly
an afternoon.
No one has time to drill. What I wanted to say. I want to say something. I always thought that the fashion, everyone wants to look like a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were young, who were the cool bad boys? It was like West Coast, LA, and East Coast gangsters. So the rap world was like, you had old moms going, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're saying these words." So everybody wanted to look like a rapper,
like Eminem and shit.
Exactly. And then maybe 10 years ago, Arabs are terrorists, little fucking Arabs. So everyone started growing a big ass beard. That became the.
That's why.
100%.
That's hilarious.
And now, who are the bad boys in high school? Fucking the school shooters.
Dahmers.
No.
Oh,
the school shooters.
Yeah, school shooters.
That's why if you look,
they're not bad boys. They're literally bad boys.
Exactly. So we're terrorists. So who are if you look now, if you pay attention, the fashion of people in their 20s who want to look like bad,
exactly.
They all look like school shooters. Yeah. Because that's ooh, but he's not a school shooter. He wants to be bad. I'm bad.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson wrote a song called "I'm Bad, I'm Bad." You know it. Who's bad? It's cool to look bad.
Yeah.
Because that's what the guys think girls want bad boys. So they're I'm bad.
Interesting.
Look, I look like a school shooter. So I wonder what's the next. You know what I mean? What's the next thing?
Dracula. Everyone dresses like Dracula.
I can't wait.
Hey, they're making a new TV show, Interview with a Vampire. Coming out
with who?
I don't know. It's like two young guys or something.
Can they replace Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt?
It's not
the two biggest stars in the world.
No,
There's no way.
It's a TV show, first of all, so it's gonna
be
be
like
Netflixy bullshit. But it might be good. Netflix
John
is big.
Lithgow is gonna play.
John Lithgow.
He's gonna play Tom Cruise.
Dracula's dad. Whatever. Dracula, huh?
Why are you going out so late?
Okay, we should wrap up, and I gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much. Tell a friend.
Yeah, and thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for listening. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's we're having good.
Literally,
listens.
I look forward to doing this podcast every week. I actually do. I have a lot of fun doing these podcasts, and it's honestly
enjoy
like
spending time with you.
it's my outlet, man.
You see, Gabe, we don't need a huge studio. All we need is this.
I know, yeah.
And the studio is just to look good.
Exactly.
This,
Fuck
this
that
is
shit.
Everything
This is
starts
great.
with this.
Yeah.
Everything.
This is so
with
fun.
This. And wondering what type of Jeffries we would be. Guys, Gabe is gonna add this in the Spotify.
Yeah.
Who would make a better Jeffrey Dahmer? I know the answer to this question so well.
Okay.
Was it Gabe or Amer? Who would make a better Jeffrey Dahmer?
A better like gay murderer?
A gay murder?
Like he's gay.
Like a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, like a serial killer in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be better at it? Because I would just like, oh yeah, of course it's Amer. I think that's what I think.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know.
I think I would make a better gay guy than you.
Yeah.
So I would get
That's
the
for
gay
sure.
portion of Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah.
and then you would get the. No, I would do the murdering too.
I wouldn't be a good murderer at all.
No, because no one would suspect you.
Okay. But I still, yeah. I don't know.
Let's say your brain will. None of us would be murderers,
Oh,
Gabe.
okay. Phew. Don't make me do it.
But in the sense that no one would suspect you.
It's true, yeah.
You're friendly.
They wouldn't.
You know, you're on stage talking about butterflies.
Yeah.
And my pen.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? No one would suspect you
No.
to be a murderer.
That's very good.
But I know you're smart enough to hide your dark thoughts.
Yeah.
Unlike me, I'm like, hey guys, I take a mic on stage. Like, what about this dark thought, huh? Huh? Everybody? Yeah, that's the difference between you and I.
Yeah, you gotta keep it all in. You know why? Because it's gonna explode one day, and everyone's gonna find out, and they're all gonna fucking pay. So
And we're
have
gonna
a
go
good
viral. All right, guys, thank you so
Bye.
much for coming. Come Sunday, watch
Yeah.
Michelle Dominique headline for the first time.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. She's
Thank
very
you.
hilarious.
Thank you.
We love you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Okay,
Miss
bye,
you.
everybody.